On Monday, I came to this very spot here to do a bit of wildlife photography. And if you watched my video on Thursday, you will have seen the many photographs of gannets that I went home with. But Monday wasn't all about gannets. Oh no. In fact, it was also about the many bugs and insects that I found on this path here. And I was very excited by this prospect. So let's head back to Monday to show you just how excited I was. Well, I get a feeling I'm going to be really spoilt for choice today, because obviously I've come here to photograph the famous gannets, of course I have. But this path here has only been here for about a year or so, and this is the first year that I've been here where all these beautiful wildflowers and that have been growing alongside it. And I've just witnessed a bird trying to catch a butterfly. It was amazing. It was so cool. Like, I've never witnessed that before. Obviously looking for food, trying to catch butterflies. But because this path is here now, I've literally seen, because it's sunny, so many butterflies since I got here. And there's so many birds as well. So I'm obviously gonna head to the main attraction, photograph the gannets first. But depending how the weather goes and if time allows, I would really like to spend some time just on this wild path here, immersing myself in all the insects and the birds that we've got, because there's just so much here. You know, it's so great that summer is finally here. I've mentioned this in a few videos recently, but a lot of people say that they struggle to find inspiration in the summer months, and especially for landscape photography it's very difficult with the really early starts and late finishes. But you know, getting out during the day and looking for wildlife, doing macro, all that kind of stuff, there's so many opportunities out there. You've just got to be willing to adapt and you know, look around you and just see what there is. My gosh, there's so many butterflies! With everything that's been going on recently, with lockdown and everything that's been happening, I've become more aware of the small things that go on around me. I mean, when your freedom to travel and enjoy vast landscapes is taken away from you, you've very little choice but to adapt to what's going on around you and open your eyes to new photographic opportunities. And I promised you all that my passion for photographing the small things would continue well beyond lockdown, and they certainly have. I'm now going to show you some of the many images I took of the bugs and insects here on Monday, and I'm then going to get my camera out and take some more. very aware when I'm doing like wildlife or macro photography that I'm really bad at sitting down and talking through exactly what I'm doing in terms of how I'm composing my images, how I'm shooting them, what I'm finding attractive within the landscape, and just what bugs and insects I'm finding in general. And I think the main reason for this is because A, this type of photography is very new to me, but B, because when you're photographing moving, living things, they move so quickly, and while you can find a bug or insect, by the time I get my camera set up to talk through what I'm doing, it's gone. And you really only have a matter of seconds sometimes to get the image, which means unlike landscape photography, sitting down and properly talking through things is very, very difficult. But I thought I'd like to come back today to showcase the photographs I took on Monday, but also to take some more, as I've just mentioned. And I'm hoping that as I take more images today that I can talk you through more of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So the great thing obviously about the summer months is there, generally speaking, is flowers popping up everywhere, and especially if you're in the countryside you'll come across a lot of wildflowers which bugs and insects absolutely love. And there's a lot of these wild daisies going around just now, and they are a great spot for getting images of things like ladybirds and flies, and you know, you occasionally get some sort of hoverflies and wasps and that on them as well. And they're just a great thing to photograph, and especially photographing things like ladybirds, it's great because you've got that contrasting colour with the bright red ladybird against the white and yellow flowers. And I have just found 2 ladybirds on this exact spot here, so I'm just going to get my camera out now and take some images of them. And what I'm doing is I'm using the same setup that I was using to photograph the gannets on Monday. So I've got my Nikon Z6 along with my, or the lens I'm borrowing from Nikon, the 28 to 300mm lens, but I've also got my Nisi close-up filter on the end of it as well, which is allowing me to get a bigger magnification on the subjects that I'm shooting and give me that closer feel. Now I'm going to take some shots of these ladybirds and see what I manage to capture with this lens and camera. So I have to admit, I'm having so much fun just looking at the more intricate details within these landscapes. And although it may not look like there's that much here, you know, like I say, before lockdown, a lot of what I'm photographing now I would have just walked past and not thought twice about. You know, if you actually stop and spend some time just looking amongst these grasses and these flowers, you see more and more things, more and more insects, more and more just interesting things. And the longer you sit in one spot as well, the more that seems to come in and out and you know, present itself to you. The annoying thing for me though is there's a lot of butterflies around here, and I've seen a few moths as well, which I'm a little bit surprised about given it's daytime. A wonderful thing to see, really, really nice. The only issue is that, you know, butterflies are very flighty, and every time I go near them they just fly away. So I'm a bit gutted that I'm not able to photograph these butterflies. Who knows, I'll be here for a while longer yet, but you know, just being able to see these things and admire them and enjoy them, it's so wonderful, especially in the middle of the afternoon, a time of the day, especially in the summer when you wouldn't really consider doing landscape photography. Being able to find a different style and genre of photography that I can enjoy is making just doing photography and getting out with a camera so exciting, because it's opening up new times of the day and new opportunities for photos that I'd never really considered before, which is just amazing, you know. And I don't think I would have come to this realisation and enjoyed this style of photography had it not been for lockdown. Let me know in the comments below, has lockdown and the COVID-19 situation opened your eyes to new photographic opportunities and in some ways changed your style of photography? Because I'd be really interested to know if it's just me or if we've all felt the same way.
Well, that's the end of another vlog. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this topic, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you all again next time.